Thanks for joining again. This is video number 4 and I am Aditya. In this video we are going to discuss about understanding error-disable port state, understanding the cause of error-disable port state, configuring, verifying error-disable recovery. It could be manual or automatic. So first we need to understand why we going to discuss on this topic, since this is the CCNP 2.0 switch, that 300 and 150. In exam topic you can find troubleshooting error disable recovery. So that's why this is the part of video. So first we need to understand what is error disabled state and what is error disabled is actually. I would like to share my story. I think it was before 3 years, not 4 years, I think so, or more than 4 or 4 years. Let's see. Suppose 4 years. Before 4 years, I was learning for CCNA certification without any instructor or I should say the trainer. And I find there was a port security, there was a topic port security. In port security you can just configure particular MAC address to particular interface to connect. I mean you can limit the MAC address to particular interface. If unauthorized access occur, your port going to shut down. So it was topic that I was working on that day. So I configure maximum port, maximum MAC address 1, and by default error disable is by default violation, if violation occur, your port going to shut down. That I know, okay, the port going that port will be goes shut down no matter. And what I do, what I did I should say, I just configure, suppose the MAC address was A, that was appropriate PC that has also MAC address A, so it was working fine. But I change that cable to some other PC, to some other device. Automatically, immediately I find my switch port goes down. Then I think, yes, this is port security, yes, it working. Not a matter. I pull out cable from this PC and again attach to appropriate PC that has the right MAC address. And I'm waiting after 20 minutes, 30 minutes. My link not coming up again. I don't know at that time. I don't know why happened that thing. Since now this is the right MAC addresses, even then not working. First I thought maybe because of this spanning tree, because of something else, it may be come up after couples of seconds or a minute, but it was on, it was not. Thank to Cisco. I go Google, no, thank to Google I should say. You can find more of things that, most of things that you're looking for, and find the port is not coming up. Cisco. On Cisco documents there was mentioned, hey, your port went in error disable mode. It will not come up until and unless you execute command to that interface, shut down, and then after no shutdown. Either reboot your device or recycle your device. It was awesome. I was very excited to know that, oh, error disable, that's good. That's why I am going to share with you. Since this is CCNP switching, we need to understand what is error disable, how error disable occur, and what are the cause, and how we can recover. So we have couples of things. Let's go ahead step by step using the documents, and I highly recommend you please go ahead and download this PDF file. So if any problem occur, If configuration shown, the port be enabled, but software on switches detect an error. You think everything is fine, but your software detected some problem. Problem could be from the spanning tree protocol, not spanning tree, problem could be from port security or something else. Automatically your port going to disabled. On that situation known as error disabled, if any error occur. And your LED of switch going to orange, or sometime also known as amber color. And you will figure out, what is going behind the scene. It's difficult if you don't know about error disable mode. Hopefully after this video you will. So this is the command. You can verify show interface gigabit ethernet /1 status, and we can see the port pulled or went in error disabled. And it might be you may get some syslog messages to your device. It could be switch or it could be router. Okay, so for this line, the error disable function serve two purpose. First thing, it let you know, administrator let you know something going wrong, some problem is exist to your network, and it also eliminate possibility of cause so that any problem may be occur, maybe something went wrong. So now administrator come to know, oh, something went wrong. In fact, your operating system automatically turn off that port so that it not going to become a bigger problem for you. So good. Cause of error disable, either means it could be from the cable. You may have a large cable that is not supported by your device, or a wrong type of cable, or a defective cable, bad network interface card with driver problem, or duplex misconfiguration. Not only these, we have some couples of more option or more of things. Because of that, your switch port may goes in error disable mode. Port channel misconfiguration, BPDU, UDLD, late collision detection, link flapping detection, security violation, port aggregation, layer 2 tunneling protocol, DSCP snooping. I am not going to talk every line or not going to describe everything, but strongly recommend you download this PDF or go to Google and find at least little bit about all those topics. Since if I will go through the every line and try to make you understand, will become a large video, longer video I should say. How we come to know? So error disable recovery. Yeah, we have two options to recover. I think I have mentioned right there. Oh, yep. How we can re-enable particular port if any error disable occur, means that is sometimes also known as error recovery. So you have two options. One option, issue the shutdown command to particular interface, and then after no shutdown, either you can configure error disable recovery automatically from particular cause. What I mean to say by the cause, let's see, if you configure a switch, this is the MAC address A, and you decide MAC address A is the right person to connect to this port, and somehow a person that has a MAC address B connected this port to their system, and you know the port security violation occur and it going to turn off. That means error disable mode. Even after you change the cable, even after you attach the cable to the right device, it not coming up because of the setting. So you thought, maybe it's happened because of the mistake. So every time this is not feasible to go to the switch room and configure shutdown and then after no shutdown. You can just enable a aging time. After couples of seconds, if any error occur, after couples of seconds, you need to come up automatically. No administrator need to execute the command shutdown and no shutdown to the particular interface. You can also configure this, but by default it's not configured. By default you need to execute the command shutdown and then no shutdown to particular interface. So good, that's why we watching this video, how we can do this and how we can verify. So for verifying, we can execute the command show interface and then interface status. So error-disable detection, which cause going to detect error. And in fact, in troubleshooting command we have show interface status, error disable, show ether channel summary, show error disable recovery, what recovery mechanism you have enabled, and show error disable detect, what cause or what reason so your port going in error disable mode. You can specify if only port security is a cause from a port vent or pulling in error disable mode, after couples of seconds it's come up. So you can just automatically it's come up, you can just need to execute the command, you need to enable auto recover. So better for us go through the practical that may more sensible or clear a lot to understand these things. So let me pause the recording and go ahead turn on my device. So, alright, I have turned on my terminal server as well as a switch so that we can work out. So first I would like to show couples of command. Start from which one? Start from this one, let's see. So interface status error disabled. If maybe someone is got vent, not actually no one interface connected to the network, so I am not supposed to expect is there any error disabled port, but let's see. So error disabled, and these are the parameters that we can use. Detect, which cause on your switch enabled to detect if something went wrong, by which cause, by which mean your port will went in error disabled, will goes I should say. So suppose detect and then enabled. These things are enabled if something went wrong in our inspection, go ahead and disable the port. That means I mean to say that in error disable mode, BPDU guard, spanning tree, community limit, DSCP, and so on and so forth. These things actually enabled by default. So if cause occur from one of them, your port will going to error disable mode. So what about flapping? So flapping means if any interface come up and goes down 3 times, again I am going to put that port in mode of error disabled. And what about else? Let's see. Recovery. What recovery mechanism you have applied so far? None. Every recovery mechanism is disabled. That means you need to go to the particular interface and then after you need to execute command shutdown and then after no shutdown. So that's good. Let me go ahead and connect my device to the network. So I connected the port. Now you can see the reflection ports coming up, and also I want to assign the IP address to VLAN interface 1 so that I can show you something. So interface VLAN 1, get IP address from the DSCP, and then I would like to execute command no shutdown, please, no shutdown. Hopefully it will get IP address from the DSCP. Yes, it is. So I have actually DSL router that is working for a provide internet services. Hopefully I will be able to access internet as well. Yes, my switch is working. My switch is able to access internet, means now I connected with the production network. And let's see how we can we can enable. First let's show MAC address table. These are the dynamically addresses I learned. Okay, so I'm going to enable on that particular interface F0/1 that is connected to my production network. Let you see. So IP interface brief, that is F0/1. I want to enable switch port security to this interface, and also I will limit to 2 MAC addresses or 3 MAC addresses. Suppose after then if something going to connect, port will be pulled into or pulled in error disabled mode. So let's see, interface F0/1, sorry for my poor English. And then after switch port mode access, you need to execute this command so that port security you can enable. Switch port security enable. Switch port security, you can see immediately my port went in error disable mode. Let's see, switch port security, the maximum, I think by default maximum 1 MAC addresses allowed. If I am so 2 MAC addresses, switch port security MAC addresses. And how going to learn? This is the sticky way. And let's see, execute command. So interface status, what status you like to look? Error disable. Yes, F0/1, the status is error disabled because of violation occur, and will not come up again until and unless I change the setting, and then after execute command no shutdown, shutdown, and then after no shutdown. So interface F0/0, F0/1 it was, no switch port security. Please go ahead and turn off port security, and then after no first I need to execute shutdown, and then after no shutdown. So now we can see our interface is coming up. Yes, there we go. That's all. There it is. I should say. So how we can enable it automatically come up? So right there, error disable, then recovery. If cause occur, what cause occur? I'm going to select this one. This is the port security or a security violation. You can select one of them. So earlier we saw this was the cause. Let's see. Yep, secure violation. So let me select the secure violation. If cause occurs, secure violation, you will recover. But by default it will recover after 300 seconds. Let's see how we can see. So error and then recovery. This is the by default time, 300 seconds. How you can change this one? You need to go error, disable recovery, and then after interval time. So by default 300 seconds. Now let go ahead and change the 100 seconds. Anything else? Hopefully got changed. There it is. but what? Interface that will be enabled. Yeah, that's good. So this is what the all about. Not all about. Using this thing, we can enable auto recovery. We can see this is enabled, and we can also enable to particular cause, only particular cause, pull your port in error disable mode. Let's see how we can do this one. Configure terminal. Oops, C for configure terminal. Error disabled, and then detect cause, by which cause your switch port going to disabled mode. By default I think all. You can verify, you can specify particular one. If this thing going wrong regarding BPGU guard, then after you need to put or pull your interface in error disable mode. Either you can select all. So depend on you what you like to do. But for demonstration I use single one, but for your practical or to understand a lot or a better, you can go through and do it. I hope your packet tracer does not support this feature. Maybe you can perform in GNS. I don't know even GNS support or not. So that's all. So in this video we have discussed so far about understanding about what is error disable mode, what are the cause of error disabled, how we can configure and verify error disable recovery either manually or automatically. So this is all about in this video, and I would like to say thanks for watching.